B coming back, with a little reaction video. 50 Cent versus Big Meech, the American Gangsta versus the Hustler. Who's going to win? Man, you can't make TV better than this, right? This is like some of the great boxing matches we have heard of in the past. It's always a new match on social media. Always a new and 50 Cent, he's like the grand master of the show. He's always giving you something to talk about, something to look at, something to read about, something to think about when it comes to his industry battles. You know what I'm saying? He like better than Don King with the promotion, you heard? I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. So what we got now in this great month of February 2025, we got the American Gangster versus the Hustler. 50 Cent versus Big Meech. Equals what? No Black history, right? Everybody connected to the gangster, to the recently freed hustler, but the Black history's on the back burner. This is already the 4th day of Black History Month. I seen the Grammys. I don't see Harriet anywhere. I don't see Martin running around the internet. I don't see Malcolm. I don't see Huey. I don't see Nat Turner, Imhotep. I don't see none of that. So we know who loses in this battle regardless. You know what I'm saying? Understand that the Black family, the Black nation loses no matter who wins between the American Gangster and the American Hustler. The Black family loses. And I'm gonna break some of that down to y'all, right? I'm gonna break some of that down. We're gonna talk about it. Let's get to this first. 50 Meech, great homecoming. They just had a nice picture together. I used it for my thumbnail. Cheesing together, got a bag together, made some money, made some history. They was just cheesing together. Now they throwing cheese at each other. Yo, only in America, man. You cannot make this up, yo. You could not have scripted this any better. Just cheesing together. Now they throwing cheese at each other. Yeah. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna front. This really like caught me. I didn't think they would be arguing this early. I didn't think they would be beefing this fast. I didn't think, sometimes when those negotiations break down, we get stuff to the media, we get our little glimpse behind, the Great Steel Gate, what I mean, behind the we get to see behind the curtain. But this cheese that's being thrown is at one of America's greatest hustlers. I'm hearing things about third party cooperations. I never even knew that existed. I had to Google that and make sure that was really a thing that you can do. But it does exist. And Meech's friend or ex-friend, depending on who you ask, is somewhere in prison saying that Big Meech used one of these third-party compromises to get him out of prison. And this girl, this woman that controls the BMF empire as far as the film industry is concerned, owns the rights to the story, she's CI number one. This is better than a movie. This is better than a movie. But guess what? This is real life. And it seems like this story's coming back up, but it's been on the internet. Been people been heard this, they've been knew about this. Um, so obviously it was let out for a reason. Obviously it was let out for a reason. You know what I'm saying? The biggest hustler in America can now be what? The biggest turncoat? Did he tell her to do it? Did he benefit off that for real? I mean, I don't know. But what I do know, what I do know is that those people make it hard for you to get paperwork on the people that's doing that work. Sometimes it takes 20 to 30 years to get that kind of information on who the CI was and all that kind of stuff. You got to go to your last appeal, you on your last leg, and they finally get it. Don't people know how to hide information when they want to? I think Cuffy been down for about 10 years now. I don't know, somewhere around there. Could that be enough time? Could that be enough time to get that information? Just being honest, I don't know. Or did they leak it because that was just part of the plan for them to let all these kids know you can hustle, you can tattle. One of your biggest guys, he's out there. He did it. He's right here. He's with Rick Ross. He's with the rappers. They love him. You can do it too. Everybody's doing it. I don't know. Is it a lie? Those things, I think those things are going to be answered shortly. A lot of those things are going to be answered shortly. I think we're going to get a lot of answers to a lot of this stuff shortly. But the American gangster never really bowed down to the hustler. From my knowledge, I know sometimes the hustlers had the upper hand because they had the money, but you end up like some people. We see a lot of these movies, with the hustlers in the bag. Hustlers in the bag. The gangsters only gonna respect the hustler, but for so much. You know what I mean? Unless they are, they're partners and they it's only gonna respect them for so much. You know what I mean? The hustlers, a lot of the hustlers, the real hustlers, the big money getters. I mean, the ones that I knew, they stayed away from anything violent. They knew violence bring the police gonna mess their money up. The smartest ones that I knew, they stayed away from it. So I can't say if they saw for tough, but I know sometimes the ones I heard that got robbed, they came back with more stuff. They didn't do anything. I'm just being honest. The American gangster versus the hustler equals what? Death of the family, death of the black family. Check it out. We talking about the hustler. We talking about these empires. We talking about dudes telling. The hustler ain't got no morality. The hustler don't got heart. The hustler don't got no rules. Y'all all follow rules. The hustler don't. The big hustler, the big time hustler, he got his own set of rules. Those ain't following the rules. Y'all follow no more in the streets, and you still doing that. They got a whole set of new rules. Why you think you can't level up? Because you playing by old rules and they playing by new rules. Why you think you can't level up? This ain't even. They got you playing the one set of rules and they playing to their own rules. You'll be loyal, don't flip on nobody, don't do none of that. Next thing you know, you buried in somebody's backyard. Loyal. They loyally buried you behind somebody's house somewhere. And you got it with your eyes open because you thought these guys was living by the same rules that you was. For the bag, these dudes are what? The hustler. They tell you these stories. They sold to their mothers, sold to pregnant kids, little girls, got dudes to do stuff. Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules. They ain't live by no moral code. The hustler don't got a moral code that he live by. So when I hear these stories of these dudes going out bad and doing that, they don't care. They coming to get back to the money, to get back to the money they left out here. They watching everybody else spend their money. They in the cell. They watching everybody else lavish in their limelight, do interviews talking about them when they can't talk. They got all this money, the best jewelry, the best women, the best cars in the world waiting for them. You think they're gonna? You think they're gonna let you take their spot? You think they're gonna remain in there and they can get out and they know stuff about you and they know other people that they can send down to get back out here, get back to it, to get back to their girl that's knocking off the next hustler, and they take them right back? Nah, they trying to get back out here to get to it. They don't care about that. In the Bible, it says you got more of a chance of putting a camel through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to make it into heaven. You have more of a chance of getting a camel through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to go to heaven. Google that one. All these empires are built on destruction, nasty, dirty secrets. We done heard, we done heard about husbands killing wives for money, sons killing parents for these empires. And it's been going on for thousands of years. This is not new. This is not modern. This is old school. Money, when they say money is the root of all evil, what you think it is? They not, that's a real thing. And the families have suffered for that for for thousands of years. Forget hundreds. We talking thousands of these empires that people are trying. And these drug empires, these street empires ain't no different. They go to war for that. They had the war to get it. They had to do their man dirty to get it. They had to do the kids around the way dirty to get it. Look what's going on in music. Look at all these perverts. They had to get down nasty to get it. They getting down nasty out here. The streets they don't got no moral compass. They gas you to make you think they do. That's the trick. That's how they trick you. The most solid, the most firm. These dudes is no good. These dudes ain't no good. You think you could sell drugs to your community for 20 years, 30 years, gun your people down for 20, 30 years, and that you could be good? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that people can't change their life and reform themselves, because I believe in reform. But I'm talking about if you on that time, when you on that time, why you think you see these rappers crying, talking about they soul, we see them breaking down. Because they soul, they soul. They don't got no soul. They are out here with no souls, man. And when you hear demon, when you hear that stuff, believe it, because that's what you seeing, that's what you witnessing. I lived that. I lived that. I know. I ain't have no. I had to get it back. I had to get it. I had to get it back. I had to bow down. I had to fast. I had to study. I had to meditate. I had to pray to get it back. I lost that in the streets. I didn't have that. I didn't have that. For years and years and years, I know what that's like. I know what they feeling. These girls crying in the industry, and they lost their soul from a different. But I lost my soul when I had to get it back from being in them streets and dealing with them guns. I had to get it back. I had to go get it back. I had to get it back. I was lucky the Most High graced me to be who I am today, to change my life. You think they lost that? That takes hard work. You think they got it back? They breaking down for you all the time. They telling you their stories. They're telling you what it is. They asked Usher, would you let your kid be in the music industry? He said, hell no. Hell, because you know what he endured as a kid in that music industry. People's out here, we dealing with a bunch of lost souls, man. These battles, man, let me tell you something. Some of these battles, it's best you just step back and get out the way. Try to talk to them, but get out the way. Because nobody out here, these people that's doing a lot of this stuff, they don't got no soul. They don't got no moral compass. They don't got that. They don't have no principles. You think they do. They have none of that. They are no good. You got some no good people out here that haven't reformed, that haven't changed their life. You gotta stay away from this stuff. It's very, very important of what you're seeing. And them people with money, tell you something. You don't know nobody until they got power. You don't know nobody until they got real power, and that's when you see who people really are. They got all the money, they're not picking up the phone, they're not talking to you. Who? They don't remember you. They don't want to be around you. You don't know nobody till they got a bag. When you're on the grind and y'all trying to get up, they need you. And everybody's staying down and we all together. Once that bag come into play, once that bag come into play, that friendship, that ride or die, that goes out the window with a lot. I'm not saying that you don't got exemplary individuals that can't be bought, because you do have some. I do have some people, friends and family in my life that I know that has succumbed. But the average individual, that bad come into play, dudes don't Hollywood. What we call people in the hood that start getting a little bit of money and start acting funny? Yeah, son is acting Hollywood. Put a one in the chat if you know anybody that ever acted Hollywood when they got some money. If you know somebody that acted Hollywood on you, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you know somebody that ever acted Hollywood on you when they got them a little bag, a little bit of money. It didn't even have to be that much. You know what I'm saying? Put a one in the chat if y'all know anybody that act Hollywood on you. Because I know a few people. I know a few Hollywoods. I know a few people. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Word up. Y'all heard that before. Come on. Y'all heard of Holly. Come on. I'm not the only one. Hollywood, you heard? Hollywood. Yeah, but I don't expect none of these guys to abide by the rules. When I hear they fouled out, I just know it's coming. I just want to know who's next. Um, as you can see with all these fake hustlers and street gangsters and stuff that got exposed throughout these years, it's a whole bunch of them. from all communities, from all states. Dudes can't be lying and saying your state is worse than mine. They everywhere. They are everywhere, yo. So and they playing against you. You think they on your team. See, that's where we mess up at, yo. You be so happy go lucky just to be around certain people, and you think they on your team. They don't care about you. You might be a pawn later on. You know what I'm saying? A bulletproof vest at the time. You know what I'm saying? Security or whatever you think you are. This is disregard game, man. These people gonna turn you in. So do I know if Meech turned that man in? I can't say that Meech turned that man in. I don't know the situation. And they saying that Meech ain't even say nothing. It's the woman. But you gotta sign something, I guess, to benefit from it. I know somebody can't just you in jail and somebody just does something and they be like tomorrow, Mikey B, you can go home. Why? Well, somebody did something for you that you don't know about, but you going home tomorrow. I don't think the justice system works that way, you heard? I'm just being honest, you heard? I'm just being honest. For what I know of the prison system, it just doesn't cut. The courts just don't work like that. The courts just don't work. The court system doesn't work like that. Mikey B, you're going home tomorrow. What you mean I'm going home tomorrow? Well, somebody did something for you and you going home tomorrow. What you mean? They bailed me out? What did they do? I'm just being honest. It's definitely my, but just don't curse, man. I seen somebody took you out. Good slogan, just don't curse. Hold the curses, y'all. You know, you can say what you want. Just, abbreviate, hold the curses in the chat. But the court system don't work like that. The court system does not work like that. So I don't know if that's the case and that's how he got free. I don't know what happened with his case. Um, I know when you can take certain programs to shorten the length of your time. I know they turn people cases over, but I know he had some time left, so I don't know how he got around it and got out early. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it makes for great TV. It makes for great TV. You heard? And the Rick Ross is he's like getting back to the black family, right? He's like one of the biggest people in America right now. And it's like, this is who we praising. We praising the drug dealers now. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the black community, like, where are our leaders at? This is called the bait and switch. You heard? We take your we take your Malcolm, we raise you a Meech. You heard? This is the bait and switch if I ever seen it, you heard? Where are where are our black leaders? Why are they not getting no promotion at all? Obama? We got Obama. We got Obama. We got Obama. Who else we got as a leader? Like, and that's really doing work outside of just that. Like, who we got is like who else? But understand this is gonna be the history. This is playing out the way it's play out. It's playing out just so future generations can look up to these guys. Let him out. He comes back. He's the king. The king is home. The king is home. Let me tell you something. I would respected. I would respected these hip hop cats a lot more is if they did that with Herman Bell and Muzakim, real Black Panthers when he came home. Black Panthers that did 45 years for us. in prison. I didn't see a Black Panther get a homecoming like that yet. Black Panthers is coming home after 45 years, the real ones. The real ones. I don't see them being looked up in the hood. I don't see no concerts happening for them. But every city rolling it out for Big Meech. We got a lot coming to us, man. I'm telling you. We got a lot coming to us. We got a lot coming to us. If nobody else gonna say it or see it, I see it. And I'm gonna inform the peoples on it. It is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. This is what's going on. They shifting out. Besides Obama, like they shifting out all of our black. They don't get no recognition. We not posting who we posted. Who was the leaders? Big Meech, 50 Cent. Pick a city and we got a leader for you. You in ATL? All right, you got Lil Baby. You got 21. They all sturdy. You heard? Cali, you got the homies over there. Homeboy, you got the Crips. Where you going? Who got Chicago? Hoover still got Chicago? Who got Chicago? Yo, it's crazy out here, yo. This is the bait and switch. They taking out all of our leaders and they giving us the greatest show with the gangster and a hustler, and we all sitting here shocked. Meech, oh, they beefing. He not coming to the party. What happened? He was on BMF. R.I.P. to Robin Brooks. R.I.P. to Robin Brooks. This is the bait and switch. This is the bait and switch. This old school. They said there would never be another Black Messiah. Because this is what they giving us. This is who these kids looking up to. FNL Lucci. Little Dirk. Just being honest. I love their music. But not as a community leader. It's a distraction. What is we studying in Black History Month? What did y'all see? Put something, please type something in here that y'all seen on Black History Month in the last 3 to 4 days. I have seen zero. Nothing. No big commotion, no shows. I didn't hear no commemorations. I'm just being honest. I got a lot of 50 and Big Meech though. I'm just saying, did y'all see something? Did y'all hear something? Is there a Black History show going on? Are we commemorating the OGs and the elders? Are we doing any of that? I'm just asking. Because I didn't hear no show, the biggest show, the greatest show on earth in the middle of Black History Month is Big Meech coming home. On the 13th, his party, blowout bash, biggest thing ever. That's all I'm hearing about. I'm just saying, am I wrong? You already know his power to the people, man, Fred Hampton. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Did I miss something? Maybe y'all can let me know about something that's going on. Young Earl, salute. I'm just asking. I'm trying to find out. I want to support. I want to see what's going on. Like, salute DBN. Am I tripping? Is it me? I don't know. Is it me? Maybe my algorithm is on nonsense. Maybe my algorithm is set to nonsense. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something. Bait and switch. They hear this with the bait and switch, all right? They hear this. We got to work. We got a lot of work to do, man. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. Real talk, we got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? And young the youngins, I hope they picking up on it. And the OGs, you know what I'm saying? The elders. We need all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? We need all hands on deck. Shit, this the gangster versus the hustler. This is what it is. I don't even know if this is not even a movie that we watching, that they scripted all of this to make more money. This might be scripted to make more money. I don't know what's going on, you know? I don't even know what's going on no more. I don't even know if like a lot of this stuff is not reality or somebody just sitting in the background playing chess, like, yeah, we're gonna do this on them now. We're gonna hit them with this one. They don't even see this one coming from that. Smoke and mirrors. Bait and switch. They hit us with the bait and switch. They hit us with the bait and switch, you heard? I didn't hear no tributes, no Black History tributes. I don't hear none of that stuff no more. No music. Maybe I'm out the loop. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. Like maybe I ain't in the right places. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? I can't front, man. We in trouble. Yo, we in trouble. We in trouble, man. We are in trouble. If you think we not, it looks like we getting more money, but the money we getting is light with inflation, and the gap between rich and poor has got has gotten unbelievably big. The gap between rich and poor is like millions. It's millions. You making, you know, 50,000, 60,000 on a if you're doing good a year, rich people making 10 million, 2, 3, 4 million a year. Rich people making millions. That gap, and them people in the industry, them people, they don't care either way what you think. Nobody don't care what nobody think that ain't up in there that can't cash them out no checks. They don't care if them dudes did bad, if they told on somebody, if they did some other nasty stuff. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They might get you some people to help you do more nasty stuff. Like, hold on, he got the money. We're gonna need bring 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 the guys and the girls through here. He this guy said he wants everything. They is fulfilling these guys' needs. You hear what we be hearing on the internet? The lethal truth. What up? Black Afghanistan. Yeah, salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building, man. They got us up against the ropes though, man. If we don't see that, they pushing that hustler on us, man. They pushing that gangster or they pushing that hustler on us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need a strong alternative. I'm gonna need y'all, we're gonna need the ancestors to send us some more revolutionaries and freedom fighters. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta get behind them. We gotta promote them. You know what I mean? We need the ancestors to send us more of them, more freedom fighters, more soldiers, more revolutionaries. You know what I mean? We need that, yo. We suffering, man. Y'all. I know. Sometimes you get blinded, but when you need these reality checks, man. I like to hear about the elders, to hear the stories and stuff like that. Where are they at? That means these kids is not getting nothing. That means these kids on the internet, that means they not getting nothing. They don't know nothing. I hope y'all teaching y'all kids. I hope y'all teaching our kids history, real history, telling them about these people, making sure they reading books, making sure they, you know, they up and ready. I hope y'all making sure these kids is up and ready, yo. Because the internet ain't gonna do it. Social media is not gonna do it. Yo, salute, Stone to the bone, salute. Social media is not gonna do it. Social media is not gonna do it, you heard? But you know, we in strange times, we in critical times right now, you know what I mean? If we getting that now in this generation, imagine 20 years from now. These kids coming up right now. Imagine these kids being born right now. Ain't no more black people in the White House. At least they got some history of that, you heard? But ain't nothing in there now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing in there now. Imagine these kids being born right now. What they gonna face? How it's gonna look for them in 15 years and 20 years? If y'all ain't preparing them, telling them about certain stuff. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't building with them, making sure, you know, they roots is deep and strong. You know what I'm saying? Without deep roots, you have a weak foundation. You know what I mean? Got to make sure their roots is they connected to the soil. You got to make sure they understand where they're from. That's gonna be the confidence. That's gonna be the thing that's gonna get them through life. You know what I'm saying? Without that, you like a leaf in the wind. Without having them roots of being connected to anything, you just blowing away. You blowing in the breeze. Any strong breeze gonna take you anyway. You know what I'm saying? The hustlers gonna have you. The gangsters, you know, they gonna take you in any way. Got to make sure they strong and they firmly grounded with their history. That's very very important. I think that is the of the utmost importance. I think that is the utmost importance. Without that, you lack confidence. You don't think you nothing in this world. If you don't know where you came from, how could you know where you going? How could you know who you are? All that is one. That's one cycle. That's what is true strength. Once you tap in to your history and to your ancestors and to your religions and your ways of life and your spirituality, then that's a strength, a well that you can always dig in for strength to get through whatever. That's a well that never runs dry. Understand that. Why you think them college kids, the Black Panthers made the way that they did? Because they knew, they understood, they was educated. They knew about themselves and the history of this country and the laws and the rules. They knew all that stuff. They were some of the smartest of us, even though they were young. And when that smartness and with all that knowledge came power. It came, it released the fear. You know what I'm saying? They didn't fear a lot of things because they knew the rules, they knew the order of life and how this thing is really supposed to be going. If you, as long as you don't know that, as long as you out of that loop, as long as you're not connected to that, you always gonna be easy for anybody to take you anywhere and do anything with you. Because you don't stand on nothing. You don't stand for nothing. You don't stand on nothing. Yeah, son, you look, homie. Look, bro. You see, homie, Gaddafi? Yeah, what up with Gaddafi? Yeah, that's the bro. What's up? Gaddafi gotta go tonight. What you mean Gaddafi gotta go tonight? Gaddafi, I just got word from West Bubblefuck, and they told me that Gaddafi did bad somewhere, and they said he gotta go tonight. All right, bro. No cares, no worries, no nothing. This is how we taught to roll. This is how we taught to move. This is how we taught to move. Right? How we taught to move. Right? That easy. That's how we taught to move. Guys we came up with, guys we, broke bread with, slept in the same bed with, probably, know his family, grew up together, know his mother, know his kids, know his that easy. That easy. I could never be that person. I could have never been that dude going to get Gaddafi. I was never that dude. And when I was in prison, I was never that dude. Dude can't never send me to just do something and I don't really know or flip on somebody or do something. But that's the way of the gangster and the hustler. Easy, light work. Nobody to your aid, no nothing. We in dangerous times, you know what I'm saying? We in dangerous times. We in dangerous times, man. When we were taught about not telling, it came from our families first. Me, I came from I have a military Christian family, and I'm the first person that I know of in my family that went to prison. Everybody was military, or all the men. My father was military. My grandfather was military. My uncles were military. Both sides of my family. They didn't teach me that don't snitch on my brother or sister to or don't tattletale. They didn't teach me that to circumvent the law. Because all of my family that I come from is law-abiding citizens. They fought for this country in the Vietnam War. So they didn't teach me that to circumvent the law because I don't come from a criminal family. I don't come from a criminal background. They taught me don't snitch to keep the bonds between brothers and sisters strong. No snitching came from slavery. That came, don't tell a master about what we doing, what we got going on out here. We leaving on this day, we off this, don't tell. That's where that came from. That ain't come from the dope game. No snitching ain't come from the dope game. That's a black oral tradition for those that came by the way of the slave to America. That's an oral tradition that was passed down to us from the Harriets that was walking around armed when she was going through the Underground Railroad. That came from Harriet. You go back, you tell, nah, you ain't telling. That came from Harriet. Understand what y'all witnessing, man. It's the demise and the degrading of our people visually every day, one form or another. The toughest tough dude, he ain't tough, he a rat. Your girl, your wife, she ain't official, she a smut. We got her twerking in the 90s at in ATL. She was at the Freaknik. No matter what she's doing right now in her life, they showing them pictures. What do you think all this stuff we getting, all this information, is to keep you down. This stuff is not to benefit you. How does this benefit us? How does this information benefit you? I come and talk to y'all. I might watch a couple of little things here and there, but I'm working. I'm doing something with my time, the most of my hours. I might catch a good show here and there on YouTube, watch a movie before I retire, go to, get some rest. But I'm still trying to fill my head up with information. I'm making deals. I got business. I got things I gotta take care of. Oh, this is all a distraction. This is to mess you up. This is not to help you. This is not to help you. This is to lead you in the wrong direction. This is to lead you in the wrong direction. Understand what you're seeing. Understand what you're getting. It's not a benefit. It might be a momentary benefit because it entertained you while you was waiting to go to dinner with your wife. You listened to it on your way back from work. Probably was entertaining for that moment, but in the bigger picture, but in the long range, to your generations, what is this doing? What is this doing to the minds of the kids that's watching this right now that got the phones that ain't supposed to have them? Give me that phone. How many times you see that? You wasn't supposed to be on there. Why you watching that? And all we hear is about Diddy, Meech, Sexy Red. This is what we getting. That's what I'm getting. Instagram models, they slide them through there all the time. You know what I'm saying? You get you got your friends, they always posting the local shootings. You get a bunch of the fights. We all got brothers and sisters that might send us a good message of a good video of somebody talking empowerment. Put a like on that. Drop a little comment. Maybe a follow. If he's really good or she's really good, maybe a follow. We all got those people, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we get when I go through. I just seen a dude shoot his barber. Somebody sent it to one of my friends, one of y'all. I was going through the timeline, I was going through scrolling. I seen a dude shoot his barber because he messed his hair up. I seen the dude shoot his barber, you know? I'm like, yo, he's wilding out here, yo. Everything is okay. Yo, listen, that's what we getting. That's why it's important for us to stay on our job and making sure that we talking not only to each other and building and finding out our mental well-being and supporting one another, but also these kids. You got to get this information back to these local kids. Any kid you come in contact with, you got to give them the information. And if there's not a book, it's an ebook. Send them an ebook. Yo, read this. What you reading? What you doing? Because all that information will be lost. If they get 10% of what we know, then the next generation after that will probably get 1% of what we know. If they get 30%, if they get 30% of our intellect, of our, historical facts and whatever type of history we might want to give to them, if we give them 30% of ourselves from that perspective, then what is the next generation gonna get after them? Maybe none. Maybe none. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it's the phone and technology. It's a gift and a curse. You can't just. I wouldn't say technology is bad because you can use it to learn everything right now. Everything is there at your fingertips for you to learn. But we using it counterproductively for ourselves. We messing with all the wrong things. We messing with all the wrong things for the wrong reasons. I'm joining groups where I can learn things, business groups, other kind of groups. If I'm trying to get into something, I'm on Facebook looking at them groups. I'm looking at things where I can learn. I'm on Instagram. Guys be sending me stuff from Instagram that pertains to my business that can help me. Different business perspective, different outlooks. You know what I'm saying? I might, I got friends I go through their timelines and we're social through the internet in certain spaces. You know what I mean? But understand, man, the American gangster versus the hustler only equals the death of the black family. That's all it equals. They just tearing us down more and more. The death of the black man. That's all you see. That's all you see. But these people play so many games, yo. I'm telling you, it's like the greatest show on earth. When I seen that, Big Meech, baby, I'm like, yo, this is like, it was like a fight. It was like, I thought I was going to a fight. I'm like, hold on, how much does this cost? I gotta get to this event. I never seen a Black Panther get that type of reception. You might see another type of person get more. I'm just being honest, man. But I ain't want to hold y'all all night, man. I just wanted to give y'all a little perspective on this. You know what I'm saying? My perspective, some good energy, tapping with y'all. You know what I mean? Remember our history, man. You know what I'm saying? I study history. You should study all the time. You should be learning stuff all the time. But they coined it Black History Month. So at least pay some homage in Black History Month. We gotta at least pay some homage in Black History Month. Let's get some shows going on. Let's get some stuff going. You know what I mean? Let's get if we gotta do it and nobody else is doing it, then we gotta do what we gotta do. You heard? The information is there. Like I said, the information is there for all of that. But 50 Cent versus Big Meech, the American gangster versus the American hustler, the Black family loses, man. Either way. Salute. Mikey B, her love.